right, thanks for joining us for the first episode of Tuned In with Tokyo. If you're a real fan, you know this is really not the first episode. Um, Again, we have the OGs back. I'm your host, Tokyo. And over here, that is Jared Giles. And down here is Chris Haggerty, aka my brother.
Word.
All right, guys.
It's like the
Well,
Brady Bunch.
yeah, pretty much. We start
Yeah, where do
looking
we get
down,
more
we start
guests?
looking
My
over.
God.
Well, 2020, pretty
Yeah,
shitty year for most people.
One for the ages, I'll say that.
Yeah. Kind of just let's go over 2020. Like, what are your ups? What are your downs? And let's try to stay away from politics. I think people, especially now, a lot of people have had enough of that shit. So,
Yeah.
who wants to start? Jared, you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, 2020, I mean, all things considered, I mean, yeah, it was a shitty year. Had a vacation and WrestleMania trip obviously canceled. But, I stayed relatively healthy, stayed healthy, worked the whole time. So it sucked, but a lot of people had it a lot worse. So, I can't complain too much, all things considered.
And you were working the whole time, right?
Yeah, they had us working the whole time, so that was, good. A lot of people didn't have that opportunity or luxury, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tons of people were out of work, had to go through the unemployment, had to rely on stimulus checks and stuff like that. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to work. I'm glad the majority of people I know were able to still work or get paid for working. So
yeah.
kind of it's a blessing, but after seeing a lot of people post and how difficult it's been for them and stuff, it just makes me kind of hurt for them too.
Oh yeah.
Anything else happen like over the year for you? Any I guess big moments or anything? I mean, for what you guys could do.
I mean, I did. Yeah, I mean, right before everything shut down in February, I got to go to the AEW pay-per-view in Chicago. So, I got one really cool, awesome, big crowd experience this year. So that was cool. And then for a completely different, got to go to the Collective in October where they were doing social distancing, wear masks. And that was like a 3-day wrestling festival up here at the fairgrounds. So that was different, but pretty cool.
Yeah. I bet it kind of felt nice to kind of get out and be somewhat normal for the,
Yeah. Yeah, that was something nice to look forward to. And like you said, a little bit normal, even, with all the weirdness, still got to be around some people, cheer some things, do all that. So,
yeah. Okay. Chris, how about you, bud? How's your 2020 been?
It's been an interesting year. We bought a house in Ohio, so we moved to start the year. The challenge for me was getting transferred over for work or possibly having to leave. I'll play a little inside baseball here. I was kind of given some, upsetting news to me was, when I'm going to my superiors and asking them like, hey, just moving to Ohio, what do you guys think about, trying to get me over there, or what can we do? And all I got was, you might want to brush up your resume. So yeah, and I took that kind of as a slap in the face of how I was as an employee, but it wasn't. It was the times, January, February, not exactly the best time to be looking for a job at all. And this was pre-pandemic shutdowns and stuff. So, and then right as the pandemic really hit pretty hard, we got a positive COVID test at our, facility. So we had to shut down and lose half of our staff. So I kind of just took it upon myself that, well, I'm not going to be finding a job over here anytime soon. So I'm just going to make the best of what I got. So I was traveling back and forth between Ohio and Indiana, and making the most of what I could. And, yeah, it was pretty rough on me and my family, but it took a year, but now I'm over here. So, that's a whole nother story, but, that's really how, the year kind of dresses up, is that, I was fortunate to have a job. So I kind of threw myself into my career and wasn't going to look back because I was thankful to have a job. I know a lot of friends that were
Right.
affected by this in the restaurant industries and different other ones. Like we know
yeah.
the barbershop guys, man, they went through some hell.
Yeah.
And, the stimulus checks weren't going to really cover the bills, even if I was out. So I was thankful to be working, and I worked every day as deemed essential, which, everybody's like, oh, Red Bull's essential. No, not really, but I got it. Hey, I'm working, so I couldn't complain there. Some other things that I did throughout the year, I went to Gatlinburg for vacation. Loved the city. It was just, I would love to see it when it's open, being able to go to do things at like aquariums and stuff. Kids couldn't go on the playgrounds. We couldn't do anything like fun at the places. Restaurants, while they were busy, you had to, it just was a longer wait because there's not as many tables open now. And, I'm not complaining. It just is what it's part of our new normal that we got to get used to. It was different. It was a good vacation. I would love to go back and, experience that place again. Other things are not being able to go to a movie.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to see any movies this
for
year.
all of us.
So, yeah,
that's huge because I mean that's something we all love to do.
Yeah,
I
mean, I didn't see a single movie in the movie theaters this year. In 2020,
I snuck in one.
Had a boy, Jared. Had a boy.
I saw The Invisible Man, so
okay.
that worked out, I guess.
You saw John Cena. Awesome. But no, it was that was kooky. Not going to really any Comic-Cons or events,
Yeah.
Another big one for us.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to do any guys trips or travel with our friends, and that sucked.
Yeah.
We really didn't
no
get
company Christmas party this year, Eddie.
Yeah, we didn't.
No company Christmas party. We had nothing, and it's to say the least. Pardon my French, is a fucking weird year. So it just things are so different now, and like it's cool. Like I get to rent a movie that's in theaters, in my own home, but I don't get that ambiance and the experience of it. Going to shop at stores right after they let them open up was so strange. My gosh, like freaking felt like there was a doorman at every store to get in. It was like a hot new club to go into. Like I'm going to Finish Line, they got the ticker tape off, and it's like, I'm just going to look for some fucking shoes, man.
I felt like we were back in cons waiting in line to get into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like San Diego Comic-Con.
I'm never waiting in line to get in Target, for God's sakes.
That wasn't Black Friday,
Yeah. The other part was, who the fuck would have thought toilet paper would have been the hottest goddamn commodity? Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, peroxide, and it's like, cool. Hell, dude, Dicks and them, they don't have any free weights to save their lives right now. Everybody's buying home gyms and getting buff at home. Good for them.
I was hoping that when the gyms opened, all these people would be like, sell. They are selling, but they want like top dollar or more than what they paid. I'm like, I'll wait a couple years when the dust starts collecting and you really need cash. So
take time. Yeah. Be patient on it. It was strange. And the same, like the gyms, not being able to go work out for a bit there. And I get it, hey, we're all about safety and everything. There was just some strange things that closed, strange things that didn't. We can be critical of government and all that for what's essential, what's not essential. And that is what it is. It was a very strange year. So sorry to really jump off there, but there's so much more we could talk about.
Go
But
for
it was so strange. I mean, you got daycares, like they could be open, but your kids' schools couldn't. I mean, there's we could go into a Kroger with like 100 people in there, but you can't send. It's just so many weird things that you can't do.
But small businesses couldn't be open. It just didn't make sense to me either.
Yeah.
And with the new virus, it seemed like every week, the CDC really didn't know a lot about it. So a lot of contradicting rules kept coming out. It just.
I mean, they shut down. You couldn't buy a fountain drink at one point in certain counties.
Yeah.
Then it was like, oh, you can't buy the refillable cups. So, okay.
Or you could buy it, fill it once, and tough.
Yeah, tough. That was it. Tough titty. So,
yeah.
I mean, there just was a lot of very strange. The other part that's still strange to me is, like you have your the people who they didn't shut down was truck drivers, but you shut down all the restaurants they couldn't eat at. You can't go in and eat. You can't stop to do this, and truck stops only offer so much. And it was a very it's a very weird time. I understand that there's a lot of things we don't know about it, but the picking and choosing of what could and could not be, it is what it is. It was so weird, and I'm glad we're through a lot of it, but we're not out of the weeds yet. We'll see what happens. The cool thing is, like, it's given us the opportunity for like technologies to involve, like we're able to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Ohio now. I'm not down the street from you anymore. So
yeah.
How about you, Eddie? How was your 2020?
It started off awesome. Like in February, we went to C2E2, which is a big Comic-Con in Chicago. You've been there, Chris. We've been trying to get Jared there, but
he doesn't watch Daredevil, so
yeah. And really, I went because I loved the atmosphere there. I love Chicago. Kayla and Vogel got to go with us, and taking Kayla to this one and seeing what a big Comic-Con really looks like, she was kind of impressed with it all. We met Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Incredible Hulk on the Avenger movies and pretty much all the new Marvel stuff. Other than that, I just kind of went for the atmosphere and kind of just enjoyed the Comic-Con itself and the people. And we nerded out and went to the world's biggest Starbucks in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, us, basic as shit. So 4 stories of fucking basicness. That's what it was.
Wasn't enough pumpkin spice, was there?
There was no pumpkin spice.
That's
thank
right.
God.
Thank God.
And it's kind of funny because they had a thing called the pistachio latte. And my buddy at work kept telling me, he's like, you got to try it, man. If you're there.
I've already lost interest.
I tried it. It was very good.
You lost me at pistachio.
Well, this month, Starbucks just released the pistachio latte at all their locations and the Frappuccino. God. Gage loves it.
All right.
Of course.
All right. That's he's following his daddy's footsteps. All right.
But other than that, I don't see what's so funny, man.
Nothing. Continue.
The audacity.
Yeah, I have. Can you even spell audacity? Can you even spell audacity?
What?
Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Huh?
I think you're on mute. No, but other than that, everything shut down after that.
Yeah.
Chicago went into full panic mode too.
It was like toxic shock.
Oh yeah. So being on the con circuit, there were no cons this year after that. And it was funny because everybody complained about C2E2 not being in March this year. It's too cold for February. Now everybody's going, thank God we got one in,
Yeah.
Right.
No shit. Yeah.
But other than that, really, once the shutdown happened, again, my wife and I are essential. her being in the nursing field and me being in the food industry that supplies food to Kroger,
Right.
we were definitely busy all year. We put up some really good numbers this year. And
Yeah, same
it's
here.
sad. It's sad because it takes a pandemic for us, and we thrive in that, because
Mhm.
restaurants shut down.
Right.
People are scared to go out, so everybody cooks at home and stuff. So it's good and bad for us, because
Yeah.
obviously the pandemic's bad, but it's good because more people eat at home and then they go to the grocery shop and or have groceries delivered. So I really started focusing in on working out at home. Our gym closed down, but
Mhm.
provided us with home workouts,
Yep.
which was really cool. It was kind of their way. Okay, we'll program home workouts if you still pay your monthly fee, and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
if you didn't,
right.
they no harm done. They're not gonna, make you stay or anything. But
Mhm.
we got that, and I mean, I probably got in the best physical shape of my life because really you couldn't do anything. So why not go for a run or work out in the garage? So it was like we stuck to it as a family, and we ended up winning. They did a competition, so it was called the like who was going to be the quarantine champs, and we got voted as the quarantine champs. So we won like a big Reebok bag full of like free merch and all sorts of stuff. So
Oh, awesome. Good for you guys.
So yeah, I
Very
became
nice.
an avid runner over the quarantine because again we had nothing to do. So I just went over to the high school track and ran all the time.
Nice. Good. You here to tell us about CrossFit and how it's going to save our lives?
I'm not here to tell you about CrossFit and how great CrossFit and what it's done for me, and you guys should really join. I'm not going to tell you that.
I'm not going to tell you guys to join. I mean, it just might save your lives, but
Yeah.
just want to tell you, COVID survivor here, buddy.
COVID champion.
Yeah.
Coming from a champion, I mean, you should probably take my advice.
Take my advice. What do I know? I'm just a champion. What the fuck do I know?
I wish I had
He's
the
like,
paper here.
there's a link
"Hey."
at the bottom. You can
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
I will put the link in
Follow my fitness blog.
Yeah.
You click on it, it says just fucking sign up.
Yeah.
I'm at TokeFit at Instagram.
Make sure you hashtag that so I can find you.
Yes.
Awesome.
Good
Other than
stuff.
that, I really didn't have, besides not being able to hang out with my buddies and see my friends and go to cons,
Right.
really not much changed for me,
Yeah. I mean,
A
we
lot of
did,
work.
remember, Eddie, when the pandemic really was starting, you and I were hopping on our calls with our close buddies from high school,
Yeah.
kind of doing like that once a week. And we had some friends that were going like same situation, like Joe in the Navy, like moved cross country and he had to quarantine for 14 days. So those
By
were kind of
himself.
keeping him, by himself.
in like an apartment.
yeah.
Couldn't leave his place at
Mhm.
all.
Had that food delivered to his doorstep, and that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. So,
I tell you what, though, the good thing out of the pandemic, it really made me appreciate the stuff I have
Mhm.
and not the stuff I can
Yeah.
buy, because and it made me really focus on what's important to me, because I really got tired of the shit around here. And I was like, why do I have this?
Mhm.
Why? What's the point?
a good old purge really cleanses the soul, doesn't it?
Yeah. Definitely got rid of a lot of shit we never
Yeah.
used. So
I know you still got that ugly ass photos of those kids from the department store on your wall behind you.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's a nice frame, though.
Yeah, I guess the frame. I keep the frame too. What can I say?
And that's another thing. I want to be upstairs in the loft and have my background that I took all the time to organize and all that, but I don't have a desk yet. I'm hoping somebody builds it for me.
Yeah,
So
IKEA. Here we go.
I'm not buying IKEA shit.
Hey, they got one out here in Ohio too.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, road trip.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right about the appreciation of things. I mean,
oh yeah, I know I'm right.
geez,
CrossFit taught me that.
Moving right along. No, it is something that I think a lot of people, took the time now to appreciate what they do have. I noticed that there was a lot of divorces right away after the pandemic started. People got sent home, and they were like, "I really don't appreciate being home with this jack off." So there's a lot of things that change. I mean, me moving, it made me appreciate it, and like I felt so much better throwing away a bunch of shit that I hadn't seen in years. And then also discovering stuff I hadn't seen in years. Like, oh my God, I haven't seen this shirt in 10 years. I'm going to wear this now.
You know
Still
who
fits.
won in this though? Goodwill.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Goodwill won in all of
Yes,
this.
they did. I mean, people were in there buying whatever they could. They were getting
And
donations left and right.
everything's free
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
And how much money are they making? Because people are like, well, I can't buy a lot of clothes, so I'm gonna go in there, buy some clothes. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
or let me go see what all these people turned in. Who knows what they turned in? You go to somebody's house, they clean everything out. You might have found some cool ass vintage shit that you put on eBay.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a buyer's market at Goodwill.
They're saying a lot of the people like home improvement businesses went up. What was it? Plumbers. I mean, hell, talking with some of them out here that I just happened to have come do some work in my house. Busy all year. Didn't slow down. Everybody's home, wants to have all their stuff updated and changed. So best year ever. And it's crazy to think, like, in a time where a lot of people lost all their jobs, there was a lot of industries that thrived out of this, like that you wouldn't think would have thrived. So good for them.
How the fuck did the housing market take off?
People started investing.
I think
in
people
property.
were at home.
They were at home, so you had a lot of people, but there were a lot of people selling. And before that, it was already a seller's market before that, though. So the trend was still there. You just had a lot more people in terms of maybe they were home, but they were able to sell their home faster. A lot of people downsizing, a lot of people, millennials with jobs coming out of it, buying houses. I mean, shit, when we were looking out here, we had planned out to go see, I think it was like, we found like 30 houses, but we trimmed it down to like 12. And we're like, oh, for a weekend, we'll go see these 12. Well, between Friday night to Sunday when we arrived, we left, we sent our list on Friday night. We got into town Sunday. 6 of those houses sold.
No.
So we were already, behind the 8 ball. So it trimmed down our list for us without it. That's how fast the housing market was moving. So I think you just had people home doing home improvements, but also trying to sell their home. And it's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
How? I don't know. How people got approved for mortgages? I don't know.
Yeah. It just seemed like the housing market just blew up. And I mean, people were offering like, tens of thousands of dollars over asking price, and I was just like, where is everybody getting all this money? Because I'm working and I still don't have this money.
Right.
Yeah. We can work as hard as we want. We're not going to have that money. So, oh, well, I'll tell you who lost out on this: college students.
Oh, yeah.
There's no college life experience. And I really felt bad, like your son Jalen, went away to college, and it just seems like everybody I've talked to, from the merchandisers we hired that were college students, it's just very sad. There's no college experience, no campus life, no social interaction, nothing. And it was all virtual classes, no on campus.
All virtual classes,
nothing.
But you had to pay full fucking tuition for everything.
Full tuition.
That's a ripoff right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do virtual. Yeah. You better start charging like the University of fucking Phoenix online. Yeah. I don't care if you're putting them in a dorm room or not. That ain't the same.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from depressing ass shit.
Move on.
We got a new segment for this. It's one we didn't do on our previous podcast that most of you don't know because you told me you were going to listen, but you never did.
Somebody seems bitter.
They did, man. Hey, man, when's the next episode starting? I've been listening. I'm like, oh, you have? We haven't been on for 2 years.
It hadn't been that long, but all right.
It's pretty close to 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting close.
I'm pretty sure it's close to 2 years. Either way, let's move on. I like to call
don't want to dive into any more depressing stuff, but nobody fucking listened to us. I don't know, but moving along. New segment.
A new segment. Speaking of appreciating all the stuff you have, this one's called Dumb Shit I Buy. Does anybody have dumb shit they have bought over the quarantine?
You think I'm gonna sit here and buy dumb shit during a quarantine? I don't think so. Who would buy a bunch of dumb shit in the middle? Oh, you guys, am I still there?
Yeah. Are you okay, Jared? He lost his headphones and everything, man.
Yeah, I think he's getting there.
Lost my headset there.
That's amazing.
Can you hear
You're,
me?
Yes, sir,
you're a
we
little
got
off
you.
screen. There you go.
There we
Up.
go.
All I see is your head at the very bottom here.
I think we lost his mic.
Might have. No. There you go. There you go.
Let's go on.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us. Chris, can you hear?
I can hear fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Jared, I can hear you, buddy.
Just go on.
Yep. Keep going,
We
Jared.
can,
You're good.
we can hear him. So,
Yep. All right. But yeah, he got a title belt. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
What about you,
I
Chris?
think that were the tag champion belt, but it was awesome. Me, I'm gonna be honest. I bought a house that I didn't live in for a year. So yeah, talking about dumb shit you buy, but truthfully, I bought a house with Ohio State carpet, Eddie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you ever
don't-
tear it out?
No,
Sorry about that. I lost audio.
you're all good, man. You're all
All
good.
good, brother.
You're all good, Jared. I was just
Yeah.
talking. I love your belt. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
You do you
Thank
wear
you.
that around now? Do you wear that around town when you walk around to let everybody know you are the champion?
No, I don't want anybody to challenge me for it because I was not working out like Eddie during the quarantine. So I can't take any challengers. I'm not ready yet.
What
That's
belt
why you
is
bring.
that?
That's why you have Eddie step up to the challenge for you. You know he's the muscle. You
Well, you
are
better
the
give
Gotta
me a
follow that
fucking
Coke
belt.
Fitness.
Yeah.
Better get me a fucking
Hashtag
belt if I'm
Toke
stepping up.
Yeah. Well, you got to earn it, Eddie. I mean, shit. Jared bought his like the $1 Million Man.
Oh shit! Whoa! He's got CrossFit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're CrossFit champion, Chief.
Oh,
Why don't you have a
I-
belt for that? Oh, you got a bag. Oh, cool. Reebok.
It had stuff in it, man.
Reebok.
Was it golden?
Couldn't even get Under Armour? Really? Couldn't spring for the extra bucks?
Under Armour
You get
doesn't
Reebok?
make CrossFit. They can't hang.
Yeah, because they're fucking better. That's why. This ain't
Yeah.
about brand affiliation or anything.
They gotta rely on an actor.
so I got a
fake
quick
wrestler.
question.
Yes, Jared. 9 inches.
What was the belt golden or the bag golden?
Call back to the true Tune In with Tokyo
That's a
listeners.
callback.
That's what we call a callback.
It's a callback. Oh, I think we hit our time.
Says we've been upgraded.
Yeah, we've been upgraded.
Ooh, fancy.
Did it say
Nice.
to what?
No, but we got some more time. So
Nope.
use it.
All right. So Jared, you bought a
So-
belt. Chris, you
Yes.
bought a house
With Ohio State carpet.
with Ohio State carpet.
I don't know if Jared
Um,
knows that.
I got rid of a bunch of action
Uh,
figures and toys, and went ahead
Oh.
and during quarantine, I got bored and I bought another toy.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you got the Star Lord
Fancy.
helmet too, if I'm not mistaken.
That was last year. That was before
Yeah,
quarantine. So
Cool.
Still dumb shit you buy, but all right.
that was after last Christmas, actually. Before
Ah, I got you.
I was
Treat
more prepared
yourself.
than everybody. I bought a mask, so you're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Thinking about all
Goddamn
you guys
right.
before.
Yes, sir. You got that right. What anything else you feel that was I guess like useless purchase in 2020?
Hmm.
Oh,
No, not really, because everything I purchased was needed at the time. Because yeah, I tried to make better purchases besides this stupid fucking toy I bought.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know why I bought it. Like I saw it and I was like, I don't need
You
that.
gotta have it. You gotta have
And
it.
next thing I blacked out and I was walking out. With the toy.
I blacked out and it was mine, so I'm not gonna ask questions.
I do have a cool shirt to match it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Ooh,
has all
nice.
the people he killed, or they killed.
Oh, that's
Spoiler alert.
badass. That's
Nice.
Spoiler alert,
badass.
there's 2 killers, but
nice.
And that's from Stab.
Oh, I thought of one, Chris.
no.
Oh, what's up, Jared?
Here was a dumb purchase I made during the quarantine. I signed up for Quibi.
That didn't even
Oops.
last. The
I was the
quarantine.
one. Sorry.
I really-
Exactly. That's why it was a
No.
dumb fucking purchase.
I wanted to watch that John Travolta, Kevin Hart, Die Hard series so bad. Oh God.
Yeah.
The world will never
It'll
know.
be somewhere probably.
Yeah, it's I'll have to find it. So, but yeah, Quibi. God, what a flash in the
Oh,
pan,
man.
Oh man. Speaking of
How,
watching,
how bad is our attention span that we can't even watch 10-minute videos?
Bad.
very, very.
And we
bad.
just hit 40 minutes on this. Ain't nobody watching this shit.
I think they will, but that's just me. Speaking of things to watch, Eddie, I have a nice chick flick for you guys this week.
Hey,
Ooh.
again, for the OG listeners,
Old school.
we are going to probably our most listened to segment, I would say, our most talked about segment.
Yeah.
And this is
Chick flicks with Chris. Now, Eddie, do you know what really sets the tone for a true chick flick?
quarantine.
Good answer, but wrong.
Candles.
No, the answer is chick flicks are about relationships. And what tugs at your heartstrings more than a good chick flick about a father-daughter relationship? Our chick flick of the week tells the story of a man that's at the end of his rope. He's lived 1,000 lives, and he feels that he just can't get it right. He's a miserable son of a bitch who just wants to grab his best friend, get on a boat, and sail away. That is, until she walks into his life. She's the daughter he never knew he had. But that's not going to stop him from taking her from the Mexican border all the way to Haven. Along the way, they're going to meet some interesting characters, probably chop it up from time to time, hit up a casino, say goodbye to past loved ones. They're going to learn to love each other, and they're even going to share a beautiful father-daughter moment that really tugs at your heartstrings. For the chick flick of the week, I have decided to go with the best X-Men related film of all time, Logan.
Ooh.
You get the DVD, which I
Ooh,
know some of
nice.
you don't know what the fuck that is because we have streaming services now. This one has a black and white noir version. It is amazing and a
Ooh.
phenomenal film. So that is your chick flick of the week is Logan.
Logan.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Mhm.
Definitely tugs at the heartstring.
Good.
Will make any woman cry.
Yeah. I mean,
You will
that's
get wet
a
from her
baby making
tear ducts.
film right here, man. I mean, Hugh Jackman, definitely. I mean, she's already moist. Why not? So,
Patrick Stewart.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Goddamn right, dude.
That
Boyd
weird tall
Holbrook.
guy that's in Big Bang Theory.
Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, Stephen Merchant. Didn't he help create the original Office?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he executive produced the American version.
You're welcome, America.
Yeah. Talk about things that really pissed people off in 2020. What a way to end the year with The Office leaving Netflix.
Oh, love it. I love when people get mad over dumb shit. That could be a segment. Mad over dumb shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. What makes you mad? Cut to Kyle Wells. The Office leaving Netflix. I'm taking my talents to Peacock. Wow. It's free, but all right, buddy. Cool. Man, it's I think it's crazy how people are boycotting the dumbest shit over the most petty things. We live in a very crazy cancel culture right now. Yep. We talked about this on the podcast years ago about how we lived in a very pussified time, and it's just gotten worse. So, yeah.
I can't remember. Did we name it something like that? I can't. I'll have to go back through the names. We had some
you'll have to
names.
go through, and we'll just have to do like a watch along or something. Listen along.
A listen along.
Yeah. See if the episodes held up, if they age well. We got a reboot in the works, guys. Maybe a studio contract. Not sure yet. We actually upgraded. We have a Zoom now. So
yeah. Now you can see our beautiful walls behind us.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but behind me, I've got some good stuff.
Cabinetry.
I got some art. Yeah. I have a kitchen in my basement now. Jared's got action figures. Ooh. I mean, look here, man. His shit's going to be collector's items. Eddie, behind you are some, ugly pictures of your kids. Ooh. Nah, I love your kids. Your sons have turned into some crazy ass athletes. So
we'll see.
That one Jalen will be a Red Bull athlete before long. Just you wait.
He does like his job, so
that's good. He's getting paid to do nothing, so it's an easy gig. I'm happy for him.
Oh wow, like 90% of America.
Ha. Damn right. What's another thing you want to talk about? We got some time. Somehow we got upgraded on Zoom. Not sure how.
Yeah.
But
how much extra time? I wish there was like a timer on here. It doesn't give me a timer.
Right.
We should probably write in. And
why don't we try to end on an optimistic note?
Yeah. Why don't you write a letter? See what happens.
I'm gonna cancel fucking Zoom. I don't know. I hope this vaccine works.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Maybe we all have seen it. Wonder Woman 84.
I thought you wanted to end on a good note.
I'm not ending on a good note. Well, if Jared says, well, I really love Linda Carter and I think the series is going to take off, guys. Looked a little old in my personal thing, but no, man, it
was not good. It was not good. I hate to say it because I was excited.
You think it's on the level of X-Men Origins, the Wolverine movie? That was bad. Like,
I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it was as bad as like Green Lantern.
I thought it was better than that for sure.
Yeah.
Good. So it was definitely above a C level then.
I would say right at C, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She spent the last half an hour sitting on the ground with a rope in her hand with no action. Like, to me, there should have been some kind of action scene at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the cheetah fight was the last action we got, and it was pretty.
Well, it was very quick.
I like the action scene, but it was short-lived. It was very short-lived.
Yeah.
They tried to play too much on the dramatic side, and I just thought Pedro Pascal outacted Gal Gadot so bad that it really showed in that last scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Agreed. I'd agree with that.
Kristen Wiig was a bright spot in the movie.
Not enough.
Chris Pine was the comic relief, which was good. Everybody talking about the whole rape thing. That's just shut up, move on. Stop. Let's go.
Everybody looking for problems.
The fact, and I know we all agree on this, the fact that there is no 80s music is a giant missed opportunity.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Not sure what the thought process was on, or whoever. Like, I am flabbergasted by that because the previews had Blue Monday, like a hell of a track to pump it up. Like, the advertising for the movie is great, and not a single fucking 80s song in the movie.
I think the only time we got 80s music is when they walked into the party at the house.
Okay, yeah.
And I think we got some when Chris Pine was trying on the clothes. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, you had the perfect opportunity with him trying on clothes to do that whole 80s thing where they sit there.
Yeah, or just
nothing.
Just a badass song for that whole montage there.
Nothing.
I mean, just a missed opportunity. Just a kind of a huge letdown, and I mean, it's bad when my wife, who's loved the first Wonder Woman as I did, just looks at me and goes, "This is boring." I mean,
it was really long too.
Yeah, and all the dramatic scenes were so drawn out. Like, I got uncomfortable watching them because I was like, the acting wasn't as great.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think overall?
I thought it was a reaching point. I don't know where they were going with it, because I mean, I didn't think it was anywhere near as action packed as the first one. I thought the first one had a lot more action. I love that they went back to how do I pronounce it? Themyscira. There, where they showed the games they played, which was really cool. And I love seeing Robin Wright Penn. She's fucking awesome in that. So I thought that was cool, but it was a letdown. A lot of good hype and a lot of fanfare behind it, but just really let down at the very end of it. So it could have been way better. I don't think there's some director's cut that's going to make it any better. It just is what it is. It doesn't need to be any longer. It was way too long and not enough substance. So too much talk. So,
yeah. I mean, I don't mind talk as long as it stays on point and the story's good, but it was just a boring story,
Yeah.
But I'm excited for HBO Max. A lot of good shit on there besides Wonder Woman 84, but I'm really excited for some of the movies coming out, and a lot of good TV shows on there. So
yeah,
if you guys are on HBO Max, check out those DC shows. They're really fun. That came over from DC Universe. I know Jared and I have. I think Jared, you've watched Doom Patrol and Harley Quinn, right?
I've seen some. I haven't. I've watched a couple. I've seen a couple episodes of Harley Quinn. I haven't finished it though.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
Yeah, I like Harley Quinn a lot. Kaylee Cuoco is Harley Quinn in it. It's animated. It's very vulgar, but it's a hilarious show. First two seasons are great, and they're going to have a season 3 coming out. And then, as I was talking to you guys before, the show Warrior just popped on there, so check that out. It's a great show. If you like,
I want to start that
action.
one, but I'm going to finish DC Titans first.
I'm on season 2 right now. I enjoyed season 1. Gets a little supernatural for me, but I like it. It's pretty cool. Seems to be on par with most of the DC animated flicks. So,
yeah, I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in the first season. I'm trying not to watch a lot of TV right now, so I'm trying to just catch an episode here and there. Trying to just focus more on doing other things instead of just sitting in front of the TV. I've done that pretty much all of quarantine. So,
I mean, you did something over quarantine end of the year, right?
Oh yeah, I got my eyes enhanced, so I'm pretty much better than everybody else now.
Yeah, he's Daredevil now, sure.
If Daredevil had eyes,
yeah.
it'd be me.
Frosted tips? What? If we see Eddie with a cane and sunglasses on, I'm done.
Oh, by the way, I'm going into law.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. No kidding.
I know my name's Haggerty, but I'm thinking about starting Starting a Murdoch. Murdoch Law Office.
Well, good for you.
Just came to me. I don't know where it came from. Just came to me.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Anything you guys looking forward to in 2021? Kind of wrap it up here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think everything's kind of to be determined. It's hard to get too excited not knowing where we're going to be at and what restrictions are going to be. For me personally.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any shows you're looking forward to or movies that are kind of striking in 2021? I mean, we're kind of on the fence on some movie theaters, but.
Yeah, I mean, Suicide Squad 2, pretty interested to see what they do with the new characters they're adding to that. Kind of how that's kind of the major one that pops out of my head right now.
Yeah. I'm excited to. I hope it's not going to be too tongue in cheek. It looks really good from the small preview they've shown, but at the same time, it's if they go down the road that Birds of Prey went, it should be a real fun, kind of, film. But we'll see what James Gunn does. He's a great director and a great writer, so I'm real excited.
Birds of Prey was loads better than the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, so
good.
Good.
For sure.
It knew what it was and didn't take itself serious, and it was a fun movie to watch.
I think the first Suicide Squad is another victim of Warner Brothers getting too involved. At least according to David Ayer, there's a lot of. He said they kind of butchered the final cut. So, but it is what it is. Everybody says that, and they get a $30 million to shoot more stuff on it. So I'm real excited to see it. I am excited to see how the new Justice League turns out. That's starting here soon. It's a 4-hour miniseries, so I'm real excited to kind of see how that plays out and what the difference is. Other things I'm excited for, Red Bull's new summer flavor, whenever we get product back in, is going to be dropping here soon for an exclusive at one of the major chains. So I will keep you guys informed of that.
So you can't tell us the flavor yet?
I can
really
just say
the show over.
I can just say it's I would say it's very dragon fruit-esque. I want to say they're still working on the name. So they had a working name for it, but it's a very dragon fruit-esque, and it's taste testing off the charts. So
sugar-free?
Sugar, there is a new sugar-free coming out this year. The coconut and sugar-free version will be showing up later this year. So keep your eye out for that one. That's going to be real awesome.
Not a big coconut fan, but I
know
a lot of people were. I know a lot of people are. Mm-hmm. So,
and we'll see what else. There should be some more flavors popping out too. So you never know. So stay tuned on that.
Nice. Nice.
Other things I'm just excited for is I'm in a different market. I had to take a step down, so I'm on a truck again, which is fine. But I'm in a different market, and I'm excited for the challenges that come with that. And I get to sleep in my bed every night. I'm just excited to do that.
Nice. Best feeling.
I've been able to do that for a year. I don't know, man. You ever driven home in terrible traffic and had to take a dump? That's a better feeling. After holding it for so long.
Not when I'm in my bed. That's the best feeling.
Yeah, true that.
Eddie, what do you got for 2021?
First off, looking real forward to WandaVision on Disney Plus.
You say CrossFit?
Yeah, that is going to be good.
I'm
just games.
No, I'm not doing the games. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not good enough. No. WandaVision just looks like it's going to mind fuck the hell out of everybody.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be good. A lot of the Star Wars stuff coming. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we're still gonna wait a while for that stuff though. Mm-hmm.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think looks pretty good too.
I need to see more. I think Loki and WandaVision intrigue me a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Especially WandaVision, because I thought she was an interesting character they didn't really dive into too much. And so now that she's kind of getting her own show, we'll get to know more of her.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
Playing softball again.
Yeah, coming out of
Ooh.
retirement.
Jumping straight into over competitive shit too. So
Mm-hmm.
I got an offer I couldn't refuse. So figured, why not? Best shape of my life. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the beer drinker that I used to be, and so
The beer drinker masked all the pain, though.
that it did.
So
Made me a lot braver back then too.
yeah. How's your joints? How are your joints feeling? Like I know you like CrossFit, you do a lot of Olympic style lifts and stuff, and I know it's not like you're not lifting super heavy, but you're working your body out. Like are your knees not popping all the time or anything during squats or any of that. So that's good.
Not really. I mean, I've gotten better mobility now than I
Mhm.
used to have, better flexibility. The only thing I'm still not as flexible, and I don't have as much mobility as I would like to do some of
Mhm.
these lifts, but
Yeah.
still got to work on it.
Yep. All right. Good deal.
You know, small things like that, but can go a long way in helping me push more weight and stuff like that. But still learning. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try and compete in a local CrossFit competition. They have a couple for people that are not, very competitive. They're more kind of still getting into their first competitions and stuff. So you have a more equal playing field. I'm not going against guys that have been doing it for 5 years and compete on a higher level than me. So you get more people in your level. So it's a little bit more fair.
So you're saying Jared and I have a chance?
You have a chance.
All right. Here we go, Jared. 2022, you and me. Jared's like, yeah, fuck you.
But other than that, man,
It's like,
it's going to be all about the restrictions and stuff on, if they open anything up.
Right.
I know a lot of the stuff we're into, like the conventions, movie theaters, it's going to be pushed. I mean, C2E2's pushed back till December next year.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with that? Especially with the vaccines rolling out, if they start seeing cases and stuff going down. So maybe we'll get lucky and be able to freeze our asses off in December at C2E2,
We're going to find out.
Yeah. I should probably book that hotel now.
Yeah. Might want to do that.
Probably.
Yeah. They go pretty quick at C2E2, especially if you want a close hotel,
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. So.
Other than that, man, that's about it. I think we can go ahead and wrap this up tonight. I'll try my master editing skills.
It's great catching up with you guys.
Yeah, you too, Jared.
It's good seeing you, Jared. Glad you're doing well. I'm excited for see you walk around town with your belt, when I'm not in town anymore. So
well, thank you.
I expect to see a live feed of you just walking
I can send pictures.
Yes. You got that belt. Matt Vogel got the $1 million belt. I think you guys should be walking around town with those, just side by side. I mean, Jared, try and save some pussy for the rest of us, dude. Seriously, man. I mean, Jesus Christ.
You don't have to save any for me. I'm married, so that's cool.
I mean, for everybody else, not me and Eddie. We're married. We're happily taken. But everybody else, I mean, God. You're going to be having to beat them off with both hands, bro. Just be careful, all right? Be careful.
And if people are still watching this right now, I would like to thank Caden Sloan. He put together the intro for me, showed me how to do some editing stuff. So if shit's a little glitchy, I'm still learning. But the intro, it's smooth as hell. That was all Caden. So
awesome.
Yeah, he put it together for us. Nice. It's only like 8 seconds long because he's done research. He's like, if you're putting it on YouTube, you want it short because people's attention spans are about this fucking big. He didn't say that. That's what I got out of it though.
Yep.
So
good. That right there is about an hour's worth of content. So
and it's funny because if people can't hear us right now, they probably wonder what are they talking about? What are they measuring right now?
What are they measuring? This is how I start with my measurements, guys.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than that, I'm just
you know,
So.
my loft studio is under construction right now, so hopefully I can get that up and running and we can be legit. So another a small announcement coming too. I'm going to be popping in videos anytime I find something cool at the grocery store, something new, I want to do a taste review over it. So maybe one day a summer Red Bull might show up in my hands one day. I don't know.
Jared, worst part about this tastes like basic. We have to buy our own fucking basic shit now, dude. We can't just like, oh man, Eddie invested in pumpkin peanuts and this. Now we got to go out and buy it and taste test from our own fucking homes.
But if people watch this like they say they are, maybe we can get some money and we can just invest it, and I can Amazon it to your house or something. I can prime it to your house. So
well, let us know. I mean, I'm definitely down, and I'm excited to see what we do, what you end up wanting to go with, and what we do. So good first episode, I think. Start things off. So
yeah.
Till next time, everyone. I am Chris Haggerty signing off.
Jared don't want to say his name.
It's fun, man. Jared, nice to meet you.
And I am your host.
No, I had a lot of fun, guys.
Hey, thanks for cutting me off there, Jared.
There's a delay.
All right. Again, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time, hopefully sooner than later. After as Chris would say, 1.5 years. I say 2 years hiatus, but we'll see. Be one of those old people. How do you work this YouTube shit?
Click.
That's what all the kids are looking at. Now that we're on YouTube, everybody's going to TikTok. So
It's
just
all
in
about,
time, guys.
It's all about
Just
the
in time.
keywords, Eddie. It's all about the keywords. Just put a bunch of keywords.
I'm just gonna make shit up. Like just
Froyo.
What Froyo?
Froyo. It's all the kids are talking about. Small batch.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you later.
Ta-ta.